The technical of writing a book surprises a lot of people. You know, the book writing process in general, it's not hard to have the idea. It's not even hard to get it into writing, although that is a time barrier that a lot of people get stuck in. But you have to understand, right? Like it's got to be formatted, and there's three primary formats it needs to be in, right? It needs to be in ebook, which is one format size and publishing. It needs to be in paperback, which is a format size and publishing because the cover is different. And it needs to be hardcover. You want it to be all three because you never know what people's preference is. And so you want to align with whatever their preference is. You don't want to assume. And then we publish all of our clients' books, including my book. They're all Kindle Direct Publishing. And so our clients control their own publishing. We do it for them, but it's all in their account, like mine's set up in my own account. Amazon's the best. And let's get into like some really fun stats that business owners don't know and your listeners probably don't know. Why Amazon? A lot of people hear traditional publishing and they think like New York Times bestseller, USA Today bestseller. Yes, that's great. If you're a celebrity, if you have status, if you want to sell 1 million copies, great. You need to go down those paths because that's typically what's going to unlock those things. If we're using a book as a tool or we're using it to just get into the world to align with our mission, vision, values, things like that, then Amazon's brilliant. Here's the crazy part. When you buy my book, so if you go to Amazon right now, Connection Expansion Book, Devin Sizemore, you'll find it, and you purchase any copy of the book other than the ebook. So if you purchase, I guess, the paperback hardcover, the book doesn't exist. Amazon will print the book tonight, pack it tomorrow, ship it to you, and it'll be on your doorstep in 2 days. That's why you go with Amazon, because you don't have to inventory books, and they print and ship on demand. Like they have built the most fascinating machine in the book printing world. Because I looked at doing a book 15 years ago, and I had like a minimum quantity to buy. I had to warehouse it. I had to ship it myself. And I was like, this is cost prohibitive, and I don't have time for that. The other side of it is cost. Right. So let me grab a book just so for like visual. So like, here's a copy of the book, right? So 115 page book. We write really simple, easy to read, high value books. This book retails for $15, right? Do you know what my cost of this book is? Like, this is mind boggling.
I have no idea.
Yeah. So this book cost me $2.35.
Wow.
And so that's why you go to Amazon, because I've yet to find a printer. Matter of fact, I have a buddy in the printing industry, and I said, hey, like I just ordered a bunch of copies of a book. My book cost me $2.35 paperback. It's like $6 and change hardcover. And he's like, dude, I don't know one printer who could print your book, matte finish cover, 115 pages for that price. And I'm like, yeah, that's why we work with Amazon. So Amazon's the 9 million pound gorilla. And again, unless you're trying to sell a bazillion copies, start there. And even then a publisher could pick it up and move it over anyways. So yeah, that's the way to do it. You can partner with people to format it for you. There's a lot of best practices for titling, cover, stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it is the best place to publish. There's a lot of resources to help you format it for that. And then it's fun. Like I get royalties. My last royalty checks came from 9 countries or 9 Amazon platforms, which is crazy. It's crazy to think that my book's being sold in India and Australia and New Zealand, and like it's bizarre.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Real quick, just on the formatting, again, more just technical question, but I've got a PDF version right now. And that the fact that yours only costs $2 is crazy. I went to a local print shop. I do a poetry group, and this is a poetry book. I was going to print out copies. There was like 20 people in the group. And so I said, how much does it cost? And they sent me a quote for, it was like $36 or something like that. And in my mind, I was like, damn, like they must be printing this out like on a magazine type paper, you know, like loosely paper. And so I responded, and it was kind of an old school print shop, you know, so I was just emailing them. They didn't really have a portal or anything. And I was like, yeah, that sounds great. I'll come pick up the copies. And they're like, no, that's just for 1 copy. I was like, oh, never mind. I don't want 20 copies.
You're like $500 later, right?
Yeah. I was like, no. I was just looking I was going to hand it out. I just gave people a QR code to access the PDF. But, do you know, so it's all color. Every page is full color. It's white text on colored backgrounds, but can Amazon do that? And do you know how I would convert the format from a PDF version to color ready to go in paperback, hard copy, and ebook?
Yeah, so they can't do full color. We have a lot of clients who do like really vivid images and stuff in the books. The price will go up a little bit for print. So like mine's print, I don't have color, so it's a black white interior. So that's why it's super, super affordable. But even then, if you double the cost, still like $5 for a book is crazy. Yeah, I would just go do the research on formatting for ebook, formatting for paperback, formatting for hardcover, and it'll give you the specs. And then the biggest decision you have to make is book size. And what I tell people is just go to the library and figure out what you like. We do all of ours in the 5x7 size because it ships better. And it's the right business size. But like if I look at the business book, like there are 14 sizes on my shelf probably. So like just grab the one that feels right for you if you're writing, especially a fun book. And once you pick that out, then I would just, there's probably a freaking AI bot that'll do it for you.